The budget for GTA 6 is insane. This came out earlier in the month, but I feel like it was worth talking about considering the company that's making this game and how much money they've accumulated over the years. It's reported that GTA 6's budget is around $5 billion. $5 billion for this game. Now, apparently like around $3 billion of that was used for salaries. So that roughly means that this game's budget, the actual cost to develop this game was $2 billion. To compare, Red Dead Redemption 2 was $500 million, around $300 million to $500 million to develop that game. And when you consider how big in scope that game is and the detail, to this day, 2026, Red Dead 2, in my opinion, is unmatched when it comes to open world immersion, and even when it comes to certain details and story elements, it's still unmatched. It's just crazy to me that the new GTA has a budget roughly 4 times the size of Red Dead Redemption 2. The question really is, what is this game going to be like? What should we expect going into this game? In my opinion, if a game has a budget of this size, I expect it to cure all my ailments. I expect to have an out-of-body experience playing this game. I just want to call Rockstar out a bit. My expectations are through the roof, and your expectations should be through the roof as well. There's a lot of people online talking about how the game is going to disappoint. I touched on it briefly on my previous video. Rockstar cannot afford to push out this game and it to be mid, It's not even so much that they can't afford it financially. It's just a reputational risk of not delivering is high. They cannot afford to push out GTA 6 and it to be a bad game. I 100% believe that it's gonna be a masterpiece, that it's gonna blow expectations out of the water. This is the one game where I'm confident that it's gonna be good, beyond good. With a game of this magnitude, because the real main question about this game is, what is it gonna play like? I don't believe it's gonna be GTA 5 with a Vice City reskin. I think what they're pushing is gonna be far beyond what we got in GTA 5, far beyond what we got in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's certain things that I've noticed from the trailers that gives us clues on what the gameplay aspect will be like. I don't think it's gonna be obviously it's gonna be Grand Theft Auto. We're gonna still be able to do the things that we can do in previous Grand Theft Auto games, but I think they're gonna take the immersion and realism to a next level. I think when it comes to the interactivity in the world, they're gonna have us basically do whatever we want. There's a part in trailer 2 where Jason is walking out with a can of beer, and it looks cinematic. The way it's framed is cinematic, but I think that's gameplay. I think you can go into a store and shop around and buy whatever you see. And I think it's going to be similar to how you can do it in Red Dead 2, where you can kind of go around the store, pick things up, look at it. It's going to take it to a point where you can actually carry things with you, carry bags with you. With that case of beer, maybe you can swing it and break someone's face with it, or throw it, or you can just chill somewhere and just drink beer. I don't know. I think it's going to take it to that level. I honestly believe that we're not ready for what they got to show for us. It's going to blow our minds. It's honestly gonna blow our minds. I don't think anyone should have fear. People say the same writers from the previous GTA games and even Red Dead Redemption 2 are not gonna be part of this one, then it's gonna suck. This $5 billion budget, the reason why they spent that much money is because that money needs to be allocated to the best developers, the best writers, the best audio designers. That money is obviously going to be used wisely so the experience can be profound. Like I mentioned earlier, they're not going to risk the game being bad on any level, not even the story, anything. I honestly believe it's going to deliver on all aspects. I don't think anyone should be worried that this game is going to not deliver because old staff left the company and there's new staff that replaced them and they're gonna have certain agendas. I don't think we're going to be rolling our eyes. I don't think they're going to be pushing like some message like a lot of games tend to do nowadays. I think the developers at Rockstar understand why people enjoy their games, specifically Grand Theft Auto, and they're not going to tone it down because of the times, you know. I honestly don't believe that. My next video, I'm going to be discussing or breaking down what I specifically think the gameplay is going to be like. I dropped a little bit of it here, but I'm going to go more in depth, more into what the game will actually let us do, what features they're going to introduce. Be purely based on what we've seen though, like not from the leaks. Some of it, you know, I'll probably reference, but not like too highly, because honestly the leaks, they show stuff, but it's not, we can't take the leaks as like fact. You know, the games, when these developers make these games, they change things, they remove stuff, they alter things around. Well, I'll talk about it more in that video. Definitely stay tuned for that. Subscribe so you know when that video is up, and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.